The jungle on Nareth Prime did not belong to humans. Everyone knew that. The leaves were sharp enough to cut skin. The air was heavy and wet. The ground shifted underfoot like it was alive. Lieutenant Arya Cade moved through it anyway. She moved high, above the ground. Among the branches, her boots barely touched the bark as she climbed. Her hands found holds that should not exist. Her breathing stayed slow and quiet. She was prey here. At least that was what the natives believed. The Varex hunted from below. They were patient. They were strong. They were very sure of themselves. Arya settled into the upper branches of a towering ironwood tree. She crouched. She waited. Below her, the jungle floor was silent, too silent. She scanned through her visor. Thermal motion, biosignatures, nothing. The Varex were good. They masked their heat. They masked their scent. But they always made one mistake. They believed height meant advantage. Arya smiled faintly. Her orders were clear: observe, engage only if necessary. Survive. She had already broken the first rule. A faint ripple passed through the undergrowth. There's something. Moved with deliberate care, Arya shifted her weight. She raised her rifle. She climbed higher. The ironwood swayed slightly as she reached the upper canopy. From here, she could see far. Green stretched to the horizon. Mist curled between trunks like ghosts. She spotted them then. 3 Varex tall, 6-limbed. Their hides blended perfectly with bark and shadow. They moved in a loose arc, slow, confident they were herding. Arya frowned. They were not chasing her. They were. Positioning, she adjusted her aim. The lead Varex stopped directly. Below her tree, it tilted its head upward. Did not look confused. It looked amused. A chill ran down her spine. The creature spoke. Its voice was deep and calm, translated cleanly through her. Come, human. We see you. Arya did not respond. She stayed still. The Varex leader stepped into a small clearing. It folded 2 limbs behind its back. You climb to strike, it said. That is wise. Its eyes never left the canopy. But you climbed too. Early, Arya's grip tightened. Her visor flashed warnings. Energy spike detected. The ground around the tree shimmered. Then, gravity shifted. The branches groaned. The tree began to sink, not falling, compressing. The ironwood was being pulled downward. Arya swore softly. The Varex controlled localized gravity fields. She knew that she had not expected this. The tree creaked. Its roots tore free of the soil. Arya leaped. She launched herself toward a neighboring trunk. The gravity field caught her mid-air. Body slammed downward. She hit the ground. Hard. Pain flared across her ribs. She rolled. Came up on one knee. Rifle raised. The Varex surrounded her. The leader stepped closer. You see, it said. The hunter waits below. Arya exhaled. She powered down her rifle. The Varex paused. You surrender? The leader asked. Arya met its gaze. No, she said. I adapt. She triggered her beacon. A pulse rippled outward. The jungle screamed. Not metaphorically. The ground shook. Trees cracked. The air filled with sound. The Varex recoiled. What is this? The leader demanded. Arya stood slowly. You wanted to hunt me, she said. So I called something bigger. The Varex looked around. The jungle moved. Vines thick as starship cables rose from the ground. Thorns unfolded. Flowers snapped shut like jaws. The Nareth jungle was not passive. It was territorial. The Veriks had learned how to live in it. They had not learned how to command it. The beacon had done one thing. It told the jungle she did not belong. It told the jungle they did. The ground split. A massive root burst. Upward and wrapped around one Verix another. Was dragged screaming into the undergrowth. The leader activated its gravity field again. Too late. The jungle did not care. Arya ran. She moved low this time. She slid under whipping vines. She vaulted over, snapping plants. Behind her, the Variks fought desperately. Their confidence shattered. They were prey now. Arya reached a ridge overlooking a clearing dot. Her dropship was there. Smoke curled from its engines. The pilot's voice crackled in her ear. Gotade. Alive. Barely, she replied. She turned back. The jungle had gone quiet again. The clearing where the Virex stood was empty. No body, no tracks. The jungle had eaten well. Arya boarded the ship. As they lifted off, she looked down at the endless green dot. She spoke softly. You waited below. She said, you thought you were the hunter. She leaned back in her seat. But humans learned something early. Sometimes survival is not about being the strongest. It is about knowing when you are the quarry and deciding that something else should eat first. The ship vanished into the clouds. The jungle remained, waiting. Asterisk.